Al-Hilal try to upset the odds and take out Manchester City in the last 16 at the Club World Cup, but will they do it? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video today. We're taking a look at Manchester City taking on Al-Hilal for a spot in the quarterfinals. That's right. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe and your subscribe for Blackburn Rovers Club World Cup World Football. We're going to all here under one roof. That's right. City are one of the favourites, if not the favourites, for the trophy. Al-Hilal hoping to upset the apple cart by getting a victory this time around. We'll take a little look in just 1 second. Big shout out to the members and the patrons. You know who you are. But let's get into the match itself. It's coming at you this coming Monday. It is Man City is Al-Hilal. Let's take a look at that, actually, how Man City got to this point. Well, they qualified as winners of the 2022-23 Champions League. This is their second time in this tournament. The previous one was back in 2023. They secured their spot for this competition back also in June 2023, and they had odds at 25-1 on to qualify from the group stages, 9-2 to lift the trophy at the start of the competition, and I did expect them to get to the final, but standing in the way, though, is a tricky opposition. The likes of Edison between the sticks, Akanji at the back, Guardiola as well, moving forward, the likes of Foden, Doku's been chipping in with a whole host of performances, Nunez as well, and Haaland, Mamouche also amongst it. This is the line we could see Edison at the goal there, Guardiola, Akanji, Diaz, Nunez, Gonzalez, Silva, Doku, Gundogan, Mamouche, and Haaland, that's right. But this is the resume so far. They opened up with a 2-0 win over Wydad. They followed up with a 6-0 win over Al-Hilal. And then finally put a massive statement of intent here. 5-2 winners over Juventus, that's right. To top the charts, perfect record. 13 goals scored, just 2 goals conceded. But standing in the way is Al-Hilal, that's right. Coming at you as winners of the 2021 Champions League over in Asia, that's right. They qualified on the 14th of March 2023. They've been here 3 times previously, back in 2019, 2021, and 2022. The odds at the start of the competition to qualify out the group 11-10, the odds to win the whole thing 66-1. I did expect them to get to this point, the round of 16, but it was always going to be a tricky wicket to get beyond this. But they have the players to do just that, the likes of Bono between the sticks, the likes of Cancelo at the back, Koulibaly, Lodi as well, moving forward, the likes of Milinkovic, Savic, Malcolm, Neves, Al-Dassawi. We also got the likes of Kano as well. Could also add some Saudi Arabian flair. Then up top, Marcus Leandro trying to get himself some more goals. But this is the line we could see. Bono between the six, Lodi, Al-Tamaki, Koulibaly, Al-Dassawi, Neves, the other Al-Dassawi. We've got 3 of them. Al-Dassawi up there with Milinkovic, Savic, Kano, and maybe Mitrovic up top. But this is the journey so far. They opened up with a 1-1 draw, good draw, strong draw against Real Madrid. Then they took on Salzburg, picked up a 0-0 draw there, which opened up the chance for Salzburg to gate crash that top 2. But Hilal got their act together, picked up a 2-0 win over Pachuca to finish second behind Real Madrid, but yet to taste defeat. And of course, they now take on Manchester City this coming Monday, that's right. Now, these two sides have played once in previous times. We'll talk about that shortly. But this match will take place over the Camping World Stadium with Pep Guardiola's boys. 5 wins on the spin for them. 83% forward for them coming into this one. Against Al-Hilal and Simone Inzaghi, new coach, of course, taken over following his tenure at Inter Milan. They're unbeaten in the last 6, 75% forward for them, and including a run of 3 games under Inzaghi from the start of this tournament. They have played once way back in 2012. It was a 1-0 win for Al-Hilal. It was a friendly, I think, or international cup or something nonsensical. Quick look at the bookies odds. Says Man City are 3-1 on for the victory. 13-2 is Al-Hilal. 90-4 is the draw. What about the public vote? The public vote, of course, back in Manchester City. All right, I get it. 85% going for the vote there. 15% going for Al-Hilal with early doors on the vote. Over 170 votes so far, 19 hours. So get out there and get voting to see if we can swing that in favour of Al-Hilal. Now, again, Al-Hilal surprisingly decent in the group stages. Could have even challenged for top spot in their respective group over the likes of Real Madrid, who probably will get stronger as the tournament goes on. This one is a sticky wicket here. Al-Hilal definitely have the players, they have the talent, they have the coach as well, so strong coach. But up against Pep and Manchester City, I just don't think they can outdo these guys. They've got too much talent, they're very hungry, and they want to prove to a bit of bounce back ability from their dismal domestic campaign and, of course, their European campaign. So I do think Manchester City will overcome this tricky one, and they might even see a benchmark result of a 3-1 win. Go 3-1 win City, which will put them in the quarterfinals. Spicy opportunity, and again, a chance to go deep in the competition. But it's just about to get interesting now, guys, as we get into the last 16. Once we get to those quarterfinals, the big boys, the cream starts to rise to the top. We're left with, hopefully, a good spread of talent from around the globe. And hopefully Man City will be in amongst it, or maybe even Al-Hilal. We'll see about that. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. I'll see you soon when we return. I'm out.